Good morning, everyone. It's Angelica once again, and I am going on a very rainy walk with the pups right now. They don't mind it as much as I do. I think I'm the one who's a little bit more bothered by it. But the issue is not the rain so much as it is that it's cold and rainy. So that's kind of the dilemma we're dealing with at the moment. But I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. It's been a while since I've done some vlogging, since I had a whole bunch of videos batched, meaning like I had a whole bunch ready to go, and so I was uploading those instead of making new ones. But I'm out of batched videos, so it is now once again time to vlog. So exciting. You were pulling my hand. Okay. Anyway, so I was watching some of my older vlogs yesterday, and I realized that those were a lot better than the recent ones I've been doing. And I think the trick is that I was doing a bit more chattiness, and some experts on vlogging say not to do that. Like, instead of explaining what you're doing, just show it. And I feel like that works if you're that type of vlogger, but there are different types of vloggers out there. So I'm more of a storyteller, and I'm trying to get better at the showing side of things and get better at my videography skills. I'm learning so much every day. But anyway, I think I'm gonna try to incorporate some of my older vlogging habits back in, and as well as trying to incorporate some voiceovers and things like that, so it's not just music, because I have no idea. I'm not about to pay for a subscription to non-copyrighted music. So that's all YouTuber talk for any of you guys who are familiar. So anyway, we're gonna finish our walk. It is currently Tuesday. It's a Tuesday morning. I have no real plans today, except for the fact that I have a lot of studying and a lot of work to catch up on. So that's pretty much what today's gonna be. So nothing spectacular. I'm currently in a waiting period right now in January. I have to go back to like medical type work in February. I'm going to be doing what's called my social service. So what that basically is here is you have to dedicate a year after you finish all your studies to either giving consults, or you can work with the university or other things, as I'm sure there are out there. And basically you are sort of a doctor in training, I guess. Well, technically you're always a doctor in training, but you're giving a year's worth of service, I guess. So I'm getting ready to do that, and it starts in February, but we don't know where we're going yet. Like, we don't know where our placement will be until this upcoming Friday. So I applied for the university position, and we're hoping we get it, since I don't know if you guys remember, but I live about 3 minutes from my school. So that would be awesome, not have to pay Ubers for a year. So let's hope we get that. But anyway, I'm gonna finish up here at the park with the doggy, since I am freezing my little tail off, and make it home and start my day. Alright, you guys, I am back home. So I think the plan that I want to do for today is I need to get a lot of studying done. Your girl's been very, very distracted with other things recently. So I would like to get some studying done and some reading done, because I haven't been reading either. So I think what I'm going to do is like alternate between the two. But first I want some breakfast. But I'm not exactly sure what I want to eat yet. So I think I'll do like an hour of studying, hour of reading, or hour of studying, eat, an hour reading. But we'll see. I'll also tell you guys what books I'm reading right now, because they're really good. But anyway, yeah, so let's get some studying done. It is supposed to be the season of perpetual hope, but you guys, I cannot explain to you how stressful the beginning of a new year is for me. There is just so much to do. I have so many goals I want to meet, and I set pretty high standards for myself, and I don't know if it's like some subconscious Freudian thing where I like to set myself up for failure, but it's definitely come to a point where I now no longer set resolutions or anything like that. I set habits for myself, because I know that I'm gonna fall into this trap of like, if I set this huge goal for myself and don't make it, I'm just gonna end up feeling like a failure. So don't do that. Alright, so I've been studying now for the past hour. We're doing diabetes today, and there's a reason why we weren't assigned 2 topics today like normal. because this topic is so freaking long. If you guys know, you know. There's so many numbers to memorize, so many like different diagnostic values, treatments, different types of drugs you can use, and it is driving me nuts. But anyway, I'm gonna take a little bit of break and probably make some food. I don't know what I want yet, but my big rule of thumb is always start your day with something fresh. So I'm probably gonna just cut up some fruit and have that, and do a little bit of reading, recreational reading in the meantime, because I haven't been reading at night because your girl's been going to bed way too late. So we're gonna do that. Okay, so we have decided to go with some fresh jicama. You guys, if you've never tried this, because I don't think it's very popular everywhere, but where I live, it's very easy to find. It tastes kind of like cucumber and watermelon, but it's not sweet. I don't know how to explain it. Like a water chestnut kind of. It's really good. A lot of people put like lime juice and chili on it. I don't. I just eat it fresh without anything. So I'm having this as a little snack right now, and I'm actually doing some studying still. I didn't read as I said I would, but that's okay. All right, you guys, I just finished my snack and a little bit of studying. Now I'm gonna do some reading, do a little bit of a break for me. There are actually 2 books that I'm reading right now, and I highly recommend that if you are a reader or trying to get into reading, you always have 2 books going at the same time. I have like a self-help or like a nonfiction, and then like a fun fiction book. So the nonfiction self-help book that I'm reading right now is called The Next Conversation by Jefferson Fisher, and it kind of helps you create better communication skills, how to approach conversations with people and things like that. And so I'm reading that. And then the other one I'm reading is called The Correspondent by Virginia Evans. It's actually one I just started, so I don't know too much about it, but it was on the Goodreads one of the best reviewed books of 2025 or something like that. So I'm gonna read that. I'm pretty excited about that one, and I'll probably read for like an hour or so to 30 minutes from each book, so I can get a good head start on The Correspondent, and then get right back into studying, because that's the kind of day it's gonna be today. It's gonna be a lot of studying, reading, eating, working. I don't work until later in the afternoon, so that's good. But yeah, we're gonna do some reading right now. Reading is the absolute best hobby I can recommend for you guys, because it expands your knowledge and it exposes you to different types of ways of thinking, so highly recommend. Okay, you guys, I am getting some work done now. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon, and if you guys didn't know, I work with a company to help them make sort of math tutorial videos for them. And so they send me batches of videos I have to have done, and I'm currently working on a batch right now. But it is very cold in the room where I have to record, so I have the space heater all set up, I have some water, and I have my little blue snowball microphone, and we're gonna do some recording. Hopefully I can get them all done. I think I have maybe 20 videos left in this batch, but I would like to get these done today and out to the company for editing and review. So, and I also have to take the dogs to the park. And when I take the dogs to the park, I've been running. I've been taking up a running again, getting back into training. So I'm gonna have to do that to do, and then I also have to come back and teach at 6, so it's gonna be a pretty busy afternoon, you guys. Oh, I'm so tired already, and I did a lot of paperwork and admin stuff this morning too, so lots of fun stuff is happening. And so let me get to these recordings and see how much I can get done before I need to take the dogs. I am so grateful to be able to do remote work. If it doesn't seem like that way and it just seems like I'm complaining most of the time, I apologize. I know that I am so privileged to be in a position to where I'm able to make good enough money to survive on basically just working from my house. So I am very grateful, and I do want you guys to know that, and I don't take any of this for granted. Okay, getting ready to go on a run, and normally I would take you guys along, but this phone is very expensive and I don't have a case for it yet, so I'm gonna leave you guys here, but I will update you guys when I get back. All right, you guys, I just got back from my run. We did 1.5 kilometers today, which, you guys, I'm slowly trying to get back into running, so like, don't be too impressed by anything that I do. So I just showered, obviously, and now I'm gonna do my skincare, And so it's been quite a stressful day because this week actually is just going to be just pure stress until I figure out where I'm going for social service, because it could be anywhere. I mean, it's going to be in the same state where I live, but you don't know, like my state where I live is pretty large. And so it can just be anywhere, and you just don't know until the day of, until Friday. Today's Tuesday, so you can imagine how stressed I am. And the difficult thing is they only give you a week between knowing where you're going and actually needing to start your service. And so it doesn't give you a lot of time to find a place to live if it's necessary. It's make accommodations, etc., etc. So it's a bit stressful time here in my house. So we're trying not to focus on that and trying to manifest a good placement. My goal is to stay here at the university and be more like an administrative role, but we'll see. I'm overthinking way too much. So, you know, we just gotta think positive, and whatever needs to happen will happen. I'm just hoping I really get the placement that I want. I worked very hard on the application process for it, so we're just hoping that all our hard work pays off in the long run. But apart from that, we're having an okay day. It's been a very busy but productive day, you guys. I'm actually quite impressed with how much I've gotten done today. I have a few more videos I want to record before I start teaching. Try to get those done, and that's it. So we just finished our skincare, as you guys can see. We're doing really well with the glowy skin, you guys. Like my skin has really improved, probably since I first uploaded my first YouTube video, which was like about a little over a year ago, and my skin looks a lot better now. But anyway, we're gonna dry our hair, do our hair, and get back to work. And for those of you wondering or who care, I use the Organic Spawn Beauty Care Bioelixir Argan Serum with retinol and 12 essential oils on my hair before I dry it. So I will put this on my ends of my hair, just that much. And then after I finish drying my hair, when it's about 90% dry, I will go in with the tried and true John Frieda Frizz Ease Serum that I've been using since I was in 8th grade. So over 15 years, I have been using the same hair product and it has never let me down. So now that that's in my hair, I'm gonna blow dry my hair, and yeah. So just an FYI, my hair is very easy to manage because I have what is called like virgin hair, so I've never colored it, I've never had it treated apart from just a few cuts and turns here and there. I plan to keep my natural tone as long as I can, and so obviously the tips I give in these little segments is mainly because my hair is really easy to manage. So if you try any of these tips and they don't work for you, like just know that maybe it's because your hair's been treated and you need a little bit more different things to put on it. You guys, being an adult who works is not fun. I remember being really young and thinking, oh my goodness, how cool is it that one day I'm going to be on my own, making money, not relying on anybody. Yeah, it sounds cool at first, and it's not. It is miserable because then you have to pay taxes, and then you have to report to bosses, and you have to deal with bosses if they're annoying, and it's just like this huge thing that you just don't think about when you're young, and all you think it is just freedom. But freedom comes at a price. But anyways, I'm rambling. I have not finished these videos yet, because they're taking me quite a while to do that. So we're gonna take a little bit of a brain break by studying, oddly enough. And so we're gonna do some studying right now, or maybe some light reading, because my eyes are starting to like go cross-eyed from doing this for so long. But gotta do what we gotta do to get through this. All right, so we're just about getting ready to start teaching, so we're gonna do that. But I'm so tired, you guys. Like, I'm so ready to go to bed, but have 2 more hours of work, or 2 hours of work, and so it's not that bad. But after the long day I've already had, I'm not ready for it. But anyways, let's start teaching. I can't even talk today. Let's start teaching. Alright guys, I'm still teaching and I have 2 more students and that's it. So that's good, but I'm so tired. I'm drinking some hot tea, but so tired. But anyway, we're doing well. We're making money, being an adult. So yeah. Okay, so a lot of my videos, I talk a lot about study techniques because my niche is really talking about how to study, how to be a good student, how to be a good medical student, etc., and sort of my personal journey with that. So one of the things I highly recommend for you guys, if you are struggling with studying, or more correctly, if you're struggling with concentration, I don't have a diagnosed ADHD, ADD, or anything like that, but this is actually a technique I learned from someone who has that, and it's called the scribbling method, and I talk about it a lot. If you've ever seen any one of my other vlogs, I talk about the scribbling method a lot, but basically what it entails is keeping your hands distracted so your mind can stay focused. I don't know if that makes a ton of sense, but basically what it is while you're reading or watching a video or something that's a bit more passive, that requires a lot more concentration to pay attention to, what I do is I take out a piece of paper, or I actually have a notebook dedicated to this, and I just write down little keywords every so often. And what this does is it keeps your rest of your body busy, so that way your mind doesn't get off task. It can stay focused. I highly recommend it. It really helps me. Before I could not concentrate on a video that was anything longer than like a minute and a half, and now I can pay attention to like 20-30 minute videos, and so without breaking concentration. And so I highly recommend, if any of you all are students and struggle with anything that I'm talking about, I highly recommend trying the scribble method. You can Google it, find YouTube videos on it. I'm sure other people explain it a lot better than I can, but that is in essence what it is. So, big study tip of the day. Alright you guys, I just finished dinner. We have these really tasty cabbage pancakes. So yummy. Not the healthiest for you because of how much olive oil I use in them, but you know, good enough. But anyway, we are getting ready to head to bed very soon. You can see the puppy, and get some shut-eye before tomorrow, because tomorrow is another really heavy study and work day. I don't know why I look bald every single time I do a braid, but you guys, protective hairstyles for your hair, I promise you, will save you a lot of trips to the salon. But anyway, I'm gonna get some shut-eye now, hopefully get my full 7 to 8 hours, and I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Quite the gloomy day we are having today, but it's not that cold, so that's a good thing. I am at the dog park once again, and it is today's Wednesday, and you guys, this break has been so monotonous and so repetitive, because all I do is I wake up, help out with the animals. What else do I do? And then I work or study or read. Like, that's all I do. Also, I've been playing this game that I used to play a lot in pandemic. I have recently downloaded it again onto my iPad, and it's Heyday. It's like this farm simulation game. It's really fun. But anyway, so I've been doing that. I'm trying to develop my farm. It's very nice. It's like a cozy, laid back type of vibe. But so tired. Like, I'm so tired of it. Like, I just want a new routine, you know what I mean? Anyway, so I'm gonna finish here with the pups, head home, and start my day that I just have started every day this month for the past like 2 or 3 weeks. So that's what we'll do today. Hello you guys, I'm currently getting somewhat more work done, some more recordings. Your girl is really struggling to stay awake. Like, I feel like just like this really heavy blanket of fatigue, and I have no idea what's causing it, but We're trying to get through this as best as possible. I thought about getting into some like jeans and putting on a little bit of makeup to make me feel more productive, but to be honest, I just want to feel relaxed, get these done, and get on to the next thing because I do want to get to some studying and some reading today. And oh yeah, and I also want to show you guys my farm on Hay Day. It's really cute. So we'll get to that here in a few, but I just have maybe 15 more videos to do, so it's not that much. And then I'm sure they'll send me more questions later today or tomorrow, so yeah. Alright you guys, I have just finished finally doing all of the recordings I needed to do. There'll probably be some more work today, but for now at least I'm done with that. So I think what I'm gonna do is get some studying done. Today I'm supposed to, I don't even know what I'm supposed to study. That's not a good sign. Today is to study for, I have to study hyperglycemic crises and acid-base disorders. So fun. Very confusing topics for me, to be honest, so I'm gonna get started on that now and see how far I can get with that before I have to start teaching today. But I'm so glad these recordings are finally over. I can have a breath of fresh air. I also am planning on doing a run today. I might try doing 2 kilometers. I did 1.5 kilometers yesterday, so I'll try to do 2 today. I try to get back into the swing of things. All right, you guys, I am back to work because as I thought would happen, I finished the batch of questions that they were asking for, and then they're like, great, oh my goodness, you worked so fast, here's another batch. So I have another, let's see how long this batch is. This is 58 questions, so that's fun. And it's on lines and angles, which is not my favorite of topics. I'm more of an algebra type person, but that's okay. So I'm on question 5 right now. I'm gonna see how many of these I can get there before I need to go on my run, because that's pretty much the last thing I have to do today besides teach. So didn't get much studying done because they literally just sent this within like 2 minutes of me saying, hey, I finished. So maybe I should have waited a little longer to say that, but it's okay. Work is work. We are happy, we are grateful. So I'm gonna work on these questions now. Okay, you guys, so I just got back from my run and we are in full PJ mode. And I've done my skincare and all my stuff already. But besides the fact that I have to do some more recordings, I think what I'm actually gonna do is some studying, because it is not even funny how much studying I've let piled up. It's like 10 days worth of studying at least, and that's at least, and that's just in this internal medicine module. So I do need to do at least today's topic, which will take me about 2 hours, I think, to complete. And then if I have time, I will get to the recordings, because it is uncomfortable how behind I am in studying for this residency exam. So that's gonna be the plan for right now. You guys, I know all the advice out there says to not study in your PJs, don't study in bed, etc., but to be honest, days like this, I feel like if I'm not in a bed, if I'm not comfy, I'm not gonna be productive. I don't know, it's like kind of counterintuitive, but I feel like it's just really dependent on how you're feeling and how your mood is. If you need to have more of that put together feel, then you need that. For me, when I'm home, I like to feel relaxed and I don't like to feel like I'm going somewhere. It really stresses me out. So for me, being in comfy clothes, in my bed or on the couch, doing whatever I need to do, I'm still as productive and getting as much as I need to done, and doesn't affect my productivity in the slightest. Alright, you guys, so I am currently studying hyperglycemic crises right now. So I think that if you're not truly passionate about medicine, this can be a worse career choice for you, because you do nonstop studying of different topics every single day. It is crazy. But I will say that I will give you guys a really cool tip for my fellow medical students watching, is that what I learned is that the most dangerous electrolyte abnormality in diabetic ketoacidosis or hyperosmolar state is actually not hyperglycemia, it's potassium. So for those of you who care or interested, that's your little tip for the day. I'm learning about that right now. It's actually quite interesting. So you can also see like serum potassium can look normal or even high on labs, but the total body potassium is always depleted in this state. So always watch for potassium. That's, I think, also why, don't quote me on this, but I think that's also why when you give insulin in hyperglycemic crises, you're also supposed to provide, or diabetic ketoacidosis, you're also supposed to put potassium as well. There's like some relationship there that I don't quite understand, but I'm still studying it. So yeah, that's what we are doing right now. Okay, so if you are someone who has to sit at a computer all day long, I highly recommend, or has to look at a screen all day long, I highly recommend y'all invest in some blue light glasses. These were like $2 off AliExpress, and they work really well, to be honest. Like, they feel cheap, the material feel very cheap, but the effect they have is very effective. Even though they're cheap, they're very good. So I highly recommend that for you guys who have to look at screens all day long. It's not great for your eyes, as we know at this point. So make sure to invest in some blue light glasses if you are a student or just someone who has to be at their desk staring at screens all day long. So you guys might be curious why I have all these papers like pasted to my wall. And a lot of it, what has to do is I'm a very type A person when it comes to time management and organization. So this is actually printed out my entire year of 2026. It's my study schedule because, you guys, as you know, I'm going to present take the residency exam in September of this year. And so this is kind of like an outline for everything I need to study down to the day. And so it helps me make sure I'm staying on track, or if I fall behind, knowing which ones I need to go over again if I get a free day. And so I highly recommend that if you have a long-term study plan or exam that you need to take in the kind of distant future, I highly recommend printing out your calendar and posting it somewhere so you can kind of see it and just check in every once in a while. I don't look at this every single day, like I don't check off or anything, but it does help me make sure that I'm staying on track. And I have like a billion different notifications on my calendar app as well to help me. So the big key with these things is a lot of times getting to study everything is more of a time issue instead of a skill issue. And so becoming really good with time management, take a course, watch a YouTube video. I highly recommend becoming an expert in it because that's a huge key to success when it comes to med school or any type of other major that you're studying. So that is the recommendation I have for those of you wondering how I'm able to keep track of everything. All right, so I don't know how this happened, but your girl has completely forgotten to edit her vlog that is due on Friday. So we're gonna do that now. It's not this vlog, it's the one previous to this one that I haven't uploaded yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on editing that for you guys. It's very short, it's only 11 minutes. So it shouldn't take me too long to edit. The rough cut and everything's pretty much done. I just have to do the voiceovers for it and kind of clean it up a little bit. So we're gonna do that now. I swear I will get so bored and so irritated every time I do one of these like time lapses of me studying, which is why I don't do them that often. But I feel like you guys need to see realistic. I'm not this happy, cheerful person all the time. I'm very serious and very intentional when it comes to my study sessions. And so that's just how it is. You guys, you know, I'm not here to romanticize anything. And studying is a huge part of my life, and I've learned how to lock in, and I've learned how to stay focused, and it has come with years and years of practice. For me, a huge part of medical school, I won't say the whole thing, but a huge part of medical school was learning how to study. And when you get to college, for any incoming freshmen, that's going to be a huge hurdle that you're going to have to overcome, because no one really ever teaches you how to learn how to study efficiently. They kind of give you like this little weird advice, like, oh, do this, or, you know, read through lectures or read through your notes, and it's not effective study techniques. So I would recommend being really good at researching and seeing what study techniques work for you, because For example, for me, Pomodoro's very popular method, but doesn't work for me personally. So you have to find your own personalized method of retention. Okay, so I have been doing some reading, as you guys just saw. I'm reading The Correspondent right now, so it's very interesting. I like how it's set up. It's like set up like letter style, and so I like it. It's very interesting. But anyway, so I am going to do a little bit more reading and hopefully maybe going to do some studying. So that's the plan for now. Alright, you guys, so I just finished having dinner, got my teeth brushed and flossed. Everything is good. And so to end the night, also a little update is I did finish studying the topic I needed to study today. So yay, we finally got something done study-wise. But anyway, so I figured I would end the night here, but I first wanted to show you guys my farm on Hay Day, which has been my newest obsession. So basically, let me see. Okay, so here is my farm. As you can see, I have my little crops. In this area, I'm currently on level 92. And I have my little feed stations here, my sugar mill, my dairy, all of my factory machines, all of my production machines here. You have this little mine where you can actually like mine ores, which is kind of fun. And so yeah, that's basically, they're gonna give me a free upgrade here because I have not played this game in so long. I have my little bees here, some more fruit trees, and I have my other animals here. And here you can just fill orders and things, so I'm gonna do that. I'm going to do that. And you can see I have my boat here that I can also use to fill orders. It's just kind of fun. It's a very like relaxing game, and I think if you're looking for a game that's kind of cozy and laid back and it's not very stressful, like you don't have like missions or things that you have to complete, I highly recommend doing Hay Day. But I am going to go ahead. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit, you guys, from all the recording I had to do today. So I'm going to go ahead and play some Hay Day and maybe get some reading done. But if you guys have made it this far in the vlog, thank you so much for watching. I am planning on trying to get one of these videos out once or twice every week for you guys. And if you like videos like this, I make vlogs like this almost every single week, and so I really hope you guys will consider subscribing or at least liking and commenting something positive down in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.